I want to measure all the angles in this rhombus and see if I can make any conjectures. So I'm going to start measuring this corner here. I want to measure angle ACE and angle ECD. And in that same order that I mentioned these angles, that's the same order I'm going to select their points. Remember, we have to go in a clockwise motion. So let's go to our measure tool up here, and I'm going to select angle. Okay, so I'm going to measure A, C, E, and there you have it. And let's move it out of the way right here. And now I'm going to measure angle. Let's go back to our angle measure tool. I'm going to measure E, C, D. And there you have it. Let's keep going around, measuring all the corner angles. And remember, clockwise. So I'm going to measure C, D, E, and then E, D, B, and then you're going to measure D, B, E, and E, B, A, and B, A, E, and E, A, C. There you have all your corner angles. With the move tool, let's move these around so that they're not cluttered. Okay, here they are. And I want you to notice, what do you notice about these measures? These measures, notice that the angles in the corners are measuring the same exact amount. This angle here is 57.22, and this one is also 57.22, and so on. So we can make a conjecture. We can say that in a rhombus, the diagonals of a rhombus bisect the corner angles. Not only do they bisect each other, they also bisect the corner angles. The other angles I want to measure are these angles here. The angles at the intersection of the diagonals. I want to see how much those measure. So let's go to our angle measure tool, and remember to go in a clockwise motion. So I'm going to measure D, E, C, and it's 90 degrees. I want to measure B, E, D, 90 degrees also. A, E, B, 90 degrees, and C, E, A, 90 degrees. Be careful when you're measuring. If you do not do it in a clockwise rotation, it will measure the outside angles. Okay, so let's use our move tool and just move these around so that they're visible. And notice what happens here. All these four angles are 90 degrees. That means that the diagonals in a rhombus have the following properties. The first one, you know, they bisect each other. We know that from this being a parallelogram. But for a rhombus, the diagonals also bisect the corner angles. And an additional property is that in a rhombus, the diagonals intersect at exactly 90 degrees. In our next video, I'm going to show you how to clean this up and make it look pretty by decorating it. I'll see you in the next video.